So this is my markup board for my shower system. It's a proof of concept, so I want to see how this works. So I bought an on-demand hot water heater. This is the smallest one I could find. It's made by Stiebel Eltron. It's a German company. It has 1800 watts of power consumption, 120 volts. I also bought a marine grade diaphragm water pump, 0.8 to 1.5 amps, 40 psi. I think this has 3.6 gallons of delivery, so it's way oversized for this little on-demand hot water heater, but you can tee off and you can pressurize another cold faucet somewhere. Has a little filter here, which is what I really like. So I'm gonna mark this up on this board here, electrical box right here, leave the wires long and then hook it all up just to see if it works. As a water tank, I bought a 10-gallon RV water tank. So here we go, I got the fittings on it, vent, the fill hole right here, 1.5 inch, and then I think this is 1/2 inch hose, and then I go into the water pump here. So let me mount this up and see how it works. Yeah, so I bought this electrical box. I'm gonna drill a few holes in it, run all these wires through. Again, this is just a temporary solution. Let's see, I bought a 14 gauge extension cord, and I'm just gonna cut it off and just use the male plug it in. And I just bought one of those under the sink stainless steel flex tubes, and it actually fits, so I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah, so this is mounted, clips in here somehow. There you go. There we go. Okay, the box is mounted. I'm not going to cut these cables just yet. This is just a proof of concept. And if it works, I'm gonna mount it differently anyway on a non-combustible surface. Okay, I only have stainless steel screws. I usually wouldn't use stainless on this, but oh well, that's all I have. We can just do this. Cut these plugs off, run the wires. I have the connectors at the cabin, so I'm just going to finish it at the cabin. Okay, I do not recommend this wire, and I do not recommend doing this at home, right? So it's not a good extension cord. Those are not good wires, but it'll work for this test here. So this is what it looks like right now. The electrical is all in here. I do have connectors at the cabin, so I'm just gonna finish this at the cabin. Two things left to do. I'm gonna hook up this output to this input, water input for the tankless hot water heater. And then put a shower hose on this one. I think I have one that might fit. And then connect the tank. So this is the tubing I bought. And this is 1/2 inch FIP to 3/4 inch comp. This pump is really cool. You know, they have these quick connects. I have one of these pumps in 12 volts that I have under my sink in my cabin, and I really like it. And these are relatively inexpensive for what they are. Here we go. Let's connect it. Actually, it's starting to look pretty good. So. Not hooked up yet, so I gotta hook that up at the cabin. And I have the hose right here. So I'm just gonna hook this to the tank, just with a short piece. Okay, welcome to my off-grid tailgate YouTube studio. So this is my water pump system. So I gotta tighten some connections here. This is my shower head. Okay, so this is done, I gotta tighten this guy. So I'm using these Noco connectors. I like them. Let's see if they actually work. And I have threes. They come in doubles and threes and up to I think 5 or 6, or maybe even more. Alright, let me bring you in. Okay, this is what it looks like. I think it'll work. Put the lid on it. So here I am on the outside of my cabin, and I just installed a 20 amp outlet, 120 volt outlet, GFCI. So I just finished that. And here's my contraption that I built. It's a 10-gallon water tank. It's an RV water tank. I filled it up maybe halfway or so. Fittings on it, you know, that kind of stuff. It goes into a little filter and then into a pump. And this pump supplies about 40 psi then into this tankless hot water heater. And if everything goes well, this all kicks on and puts out hot water out of the shower head here. And in the spirit of simplicity, I didn't even mount a switch. So the minute I plug it in, it'll start pumping, and it's going to pump the air out of the system. And as soon as this water heater detects flow, there's a certain amount of flow, it'll turn on and it'll heat the water, and it'll come out the end out of this shower head, hopefully. And I got a thermometer here, so a cooking thermometer. We're gonna see what the temperature is. And I haven't tested this. I haven't even tested the outlet. I know the outlet has voltage there, so, you know, so we'll see. 20 amps, so this is 1700 watts, and this thing draws, let's see, about 1 amp, so 120 watts, something like that, 150 watts. So my inverter is 3000 watts. Actually, we're going to watch this. I'm going to set my iPhone to the inverter, and we're going to see how many watts we are drawing before I plug this in. So let me get all this set up, and then we're going to plug this thing in. All right, let me set my phone up to recording because I want to see what my inverter jumps up to. Here we go, inverter. Come on. $18 watts. That's good. Let me see what this looks like. Plug this in. Oh, here we go. Something is working. Oh boy. Oh, this is hot. Get out of here. This is hot water. Oh, it's not Niagara Falls coming now, but look at this. 100 degrees. 101, 102. 103. 104. Yeah, you can take a shower in this. I mean, it's not a ton of water, but man, this is great. Yeah, this feels great. 104 degrees. Yeah, 105. Yeah, 104 and a half. 105. Oh, this is great. Let's see, what was my inverter drawing? Well, 2000 watts right now, so 1700 plus the pump, 1800 plus my baseline, 1900, so, oh yeah, I can do this all day. Solar powered hot shower. I like it. I love it. Should have put an off switch, on and off switch on this thing. Guys, this is great. 105 degrees, hot water. The pump is noisy, right? But that's not too bad. I think this is feasible. The only thing is the pump is loud. But again, you can mount the pump somewhere. and the water flow is not a ton, but it works, guys. I love it. But on a 10-gallon water tank, and again, you can mount the water tank on the inside of the cabin. You can have like a little drain spigot right here. In the winter time, you have to drain it anyway. And then you can mount this on a pretty nice board, not a chipboard, you know, do something nice and paint it. And then maybe even hang this whole contraption, you know, put a platform here and hang this contraption on your cabin. You know, you run the hose, plug it in, you can take a shower right here on a platform. So I like it, guys. I didn't expect 105-degree-Fahrenheit water. I think this is great. All right, see you guys on the next one.